I guess you could say she was a sex fiend. I met her in a hotel lobby, masturbating with a magazine. She said, "How'd you like to waste some time?" And I could not resist when I saw little Nicky grind. The castle started spinning, or maybe it was my brain. I can't tell you what she did to me, but my body will never be the same. Hey, Funky Four! And looks like, well, you can tell it's Mod, and Chancho's here. It's Mod Appreciation Day because Susan's probably not going to send out any notifications today. Hey, Guzman. How could I have not known that was going to happen? uh, Chancho says, Walter? Who's Walter? Should I know Walter? Do I want to know Walter? Yep. I wanted to have a day for, again, just to recognize all that the mods have done for us over the years of doing these live streams. And we may end up having to do yet another mod appreciation day because, of course, today's a day that Susan has just decided that, fuck notifications. I don't have to tell anybody. Oh, happy birthday, Funky Four. I'm going to put out just a wild guess out there. I'll bet you're a little bit younger than me. Bro, momento numero dos? Numero dos? No idea. I'm not even going to guess. Oh, Walter, the best dog in the universe. Walter, the best dog? That's not, no. Hey, I am not your kind. We'll have to wait and see, guys. I might have to pop over to the YouTube channel and post an individual message letting everyone know that there's a live stream. I want to eat Walter. Part says, yeah. As a matter of fact, here, why don't we do this? I'll make a quick video and I'll post it. Hold on. Let's see. All right. We'll make a quick video. We'll post this to the channel because obviously Susan didn't bother with notifications. Maybe she'll notify on the video. Okay, guys. No notifications out today. We're having a live stream right here, right now. It's going to be awesome. It's Mod Appreciation Day, and no notifications went out. So I'm going to post this video to the channel real quick to notify you guys of the live stream and see if Susan will give us notification on this. My guess is she says fuck you to us. But let's give it a shot. All right, now I'll post that to the channel quick, guys, because again, I really wanted to have Mod Appreciation Day, and it's difficult to do when Susan won't send out notifications. Where's my brain? Okay, guys. We got that. No notification. Next. Come on. Title. Live. Streaming. Do any of you guys have a phone where the caps lock won't work? Because it doesn't work on mine. I've tried everything. Pisses me right off. Come on. Come on in. Let's just upload it. And then I'll just take it down off the channel. And hey, Chrome! Here's our first mod of the day. I'm posting right now on my phone, Chrome. I'm posting a video to the channel because the notifications were like non-existent. So I wanted to see if maybe Susan will post the video says that we're live streaming now. Let's see what happens. We gotta watch and see. I'll bet you it'll get demonetized. we gotta check. Hold on, I gotta look and see. Messenger of Death, only bad mods get that. Posted in our chat. Thanks, Chrome. I appreciate it. Let's see if it. What the hell? This is all messed up. Let me look at it. On my PC. I'm just curious. That would be. I actually hope it is. That would be funny as hell if me posting a video saying we're live streaming now because we got no notifications, if they demonetize it. What the hell, is all of YouTube slower than shit or what? Come on. Wow. It is not moving at all. And again, I know it's not on me. I know our signal's good. So far not demonetized. I am shocked. Wow, the YouTube is just slower than shit. That might be one of the problems with notifications today. What's mod? Adam says Susan Wab is the Exodia of YouTube. Everyone gets fricked. Susan Wabajack is a tramo. So I'm appreciated even after what I had you react to this month. Yes, Chrome, you're still appreciated. I've been wanting to have just and it figures, as I had said, Chrome, at the beginning of this, it figures that it would be on a day where no notifications go out, because I've been wanting to do a mod appreciation day because, well, I appreciate you guys. And, you know, all the magnificent job you guys have all done of keeping me away from spoilers and keeping things cleaned up around here to where it can be the kind of community that I had always wanted this to be. Hold on a second. I'm looking to see. But YouTube, I don't know about for you guys, but YouTube in general is slower than shit for me today. YouTube has coronavirus. No, so far it's not demonetized. I thought for sure it would be. Oh, well, this is so freaking. It's got the video listed as unlisted. Good thing I looked. Jesus Christ, Susan. What the fuck? I don't have default unlisted. Where is it here? Okay. Yeah, unlisted. Oh my God. This is just stunning today. Susan's like, you think you're going to show appreciation for your mods? Huh, I'll teach you a thing or two. You will all bow down to me or no one. Because I am Susan Wojcicki. All right, now let's see. Is that how she pronounces her last name? Looks like Wojcicki. She looks like a Wojcicki. Come on. All right. Now we actually posted that. Let's see if that happens. Loot says, please do. I says, fuck the mods. Well, like I say, guys, I have appreciated for so long all that you do here in the streams over at the channel, because the mods here at our stream are channel-wide mods, and so a lot of times I'll go into, particularly when we were watching things where I was concerned about spoilers, they would also go into the comments there and be shit-canning any comments that were spoilerish, and I will always be amazed that they were able to protect me from spoilers during Naruto, because everybody tried to get in with one. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Big Green. He says, hey, mod appreciation. Meanwhile, don't even get a notification for it. I swear to you, I was thinking it as I was putting the stream together. It's like, because as you guys have seen, the last few days of the streams have been good for notifications, which is unusual. As soon as I said it's mod appreciation day, they're not going to send any. Read those. Oh, okay. Hi. Thanks for stopping in while you could, pal. I hope all is going well with your mom as well. Chrome says, oh, by the way, we're in another 3-week lockdown officially from today, so at least 7-week lockdown so far. Yeah, here in New York, Cuomo just expanded it to May 15th for us. I am appreciated. Yes, you are appreciated despite all the fucked up jokes. No, actually, that's not in spite of. That's a plus here. yeah. Lute says, yo, can we get an asshole in here to spoil something today? The band hammer thirsts for blood. Oh, Naruto. reaction moderation was crazy, Big Green. It was amazing to me that you guys were able to get all the way through that. Let me see. I'm just trying to say, I'm just curious as hell. I'm watching this video I posted because I can tell by the views on the video too if notifications have gone out at all. Let's see. Nope, not much of any notifications going out on the video either. But I can guarantee you that if I were to contact YouTube about it, they'll say that I'm lying. No, they went out. What the fuck are you talking about? We checked. Yeah, you did. May 7th for you guys. I don't know, guys. I think I personally believe I think they might be going overboard with how long they're keeping the major lockdown. And I'll tell you why. Not because I don't think we obviously need the social distancing and everything. Of course we do, but you're starting to get to that tipping point where you're going to destroy as many lives as you've saved because of what you're going to do to people's livelihoods, to the economy in general. And what I mean is I don't think we should throw the doors open, but at what point do you say, okay, the normal that got us into this was a society that really wasn't thinking about a pandemic, and we went about our business in the normal way. Now, if you start to ease restrictions, the first thing you would want to do is say, okay, let's keep masks on in public for now. Let's keep the social distancing. Let's stay away from each other as best we can. Let's just be heads up with all the things that we've learned about what spreads this disease, and let's start slowly opening up so we don't absolutely devastate ourselves on the other side of this. Does that make more sense, or am I wrong? Do we still need to be just like locked down solid like we are? And Chrome says, I finally got back to reading the One Piece manga after dropping it since November. The more I read the newer chapters, the more I'm worried about spoilers. Big reveals lately. Really? Oh, shit. Big Green still gets PTSD from moderating during the Naruto videos. That the video, the stream notification thing. Yeah, that it just, I don't know. Again, you guys see now. Yesterday, inside of the first minute of the stream, we had 65 people in here. We're 13 minutes in today, and there's 29. So, tells you. I mean, it's fucking YouTube. They're just the worst. I did have sticky stuff will be administered after the stream. Absolutely. I did have too. I gotta put up a notification about it. I should probably talk about this later, hoping that notifications do go out at some point. I just had a meeting with tech support, a Zoom meeting with a rep from Patreon, and they had asked me to do an interview. They're real. I got to give them credit at Patreon. They're very hands-on. They're very, very involved with the people who use their system. And it was just they wanted to run some things that they're thinking about doing past us. And it was a really good meeting. I liked some of their ideas. They were a little. It's funny. They were a little. I don't think they are getting notifications for the video biggest screenest from the number of views I'm seeing on it. No, I don't think they are. Hands on. Susan canceled notifications like COVID canceled 2020. Our Savior says. But it's funny, she was taken aback how this is what I'd always wanted for the YouTube channel as well. But the Gooshers know the biggest part, the most important part of the Goosh to me is that community feel. That's what I've always wanted since I started doing videos on YouTube. That's what I was hoping for, is a strong community feel, and that's something the mods are hugely important with in maintaining here in the live streams. But she was talking, one of the things we were talking about, and this is when I was doing the interview with Patreon support, she had asked me about the idea of potentially what if you could do giveaways that Patreon would help you facilitate. I said, listen, I got no problem with giveaways. I like that idea. I'd be interested. And she said, and it would be a good way to advertise your channel. I said, well, that's where I'd back out. And she goes, well, what do you mean? And I said, listen, I've learned over at YouTube, because I'm the community element is above everything else to me. That's what I love. I love our community. I said the worst thing you can do is get people who are joining because they want to get some shit for free. Or they want to get, not even for free. I mean, you're paying to be a member of the Patreon, but just want to win a prize. I said, so I would not participate in any way in any type of advertising to say, okay, join the Goosh, because this week we're going to have a drawing for whatever, an Xbox, a PlayStation, whatever. We're going to have a drawing this week. That's not what I want. I want people who want to be part of the community, who have a like sense of humor, a similar interest in anime, who enjoy the whole community element of it, having some laughs, being a little bit demented. I mean, we are the Goosh after all. That's who I want in there. If I'm going to do giveaways, I want to give it to the people who want to be with us. I don't want to try and attract other people who may or may not be like us by using the giveaway. And it was funny. She was kind of stunned. She was like, "Oh," she goes, "I never thought of that. No, nobody ever brought that up before." I said, "Well, that's why I like to think we're a little bit different. Well, we're definitely a little bit different over at the Goosh, and to by extension here in the live streams as well." Milog says, "A community feel sounds like a nice way of saying public circle jerk." Yes. You just want a simple giveaway, not a giveaway that's just an ad for your Patreon. Right, biggest screen. I have no desire to get people to join the Patreon because we have a giveaway. If we do a giveaway, I want to do a giveaway to the people who want to be a part of the Patreon. Listen, I like money as much as anybody. I'm not pretending I'm above that or anything, but it's not the begin all and end all. I don't love money above all else. I like our community better than I like money. It doesn't matter. I don't care how many extra you might pull in. You're going to pull in people that aren't necessarily really interested in the content. A lot of times that makes them malcontents. They're sniping at other members of the community or something, or the ones in there that want to start controversy about every element of anime and stuff. And I'm not interested in that. Not interested in it at all. You see this is Zypher says, "Can we even curse here?" Well, that's another one of my recent complaints with YouTube, Zypher. I have a control panel that allows me to censor chat if I want to in the live streams. I don't turn on any of it. I don't care what you guys say. You guys know me. I'm a big believer in all sorts of freedom of speech. I don't even believe in the concept of swear words. I think it's stupid. So I don't care what you guys say, but yet I have all of that turned off and they still censor everything. Luke says, "I don't want to be part of the Patreon. Curtis has his green screen sword at my throat. Please help." Biggest screen says, "Yeah, understandable. Chances are you'll get people joining the Goosh who only join for the giveaway and then they leave." Right. And it's not even that, it's so much Big Green. It's not even that they just leave. That's fine. It's I don't want them there while they're there because, again, they're not going to. And don't get me wrong. There are a lot of people at the Goosh who just want to watch the videos, and that's fine. But I don't want people who are the typical drive-by douchebags in YouTube joining the Goosh, who are just going to create issues for everybody else and ruin that community atmosphere because they joined up because for $5 they wanted to take a shot at winning whatever the prize was that month. I have no interest in that whatsoever. Hell, when we've had giveaways at the YouTube channel, I've told you guys before, I learned that early on. I stopped in the title, description, the meta tags, anywhere. I don't put the words giveaway, prize, or anything like that because when you have it on YouTube, by law, I have to open it to everybody who wants to make a comment. I can't eliminate anyone from it. But I don't want to advertise it to people who are just going to swing by and go, "Oh, giveaway, I'm going to subscribe." It's not what I want. It's not what I'm after. Lou says, "I'm always super worried about the Goosh, especially since you can't have moderators there, as is the early warning system of people screaming spoiler in the comments, the best you have." Yeah, I use that all the time, and it's amazing to me that I still use it because I don't know if I've ever had an issue. maybe. Well, it's hard to say. I would say I've never been spoiled in there, but I do use the scan. I use my browser scan feature and search for the word spoil. I put spoil because then spoilers will come up and whatever else. And if it's in there, I ignore that thread. So I was gonna say I haven't had any problem with spoilers, but I don't know because I ignored those. So there might have been somebody in there spoiling. Yeah, but that's what I mean, Chrome. It's just again, money is not the begin all and end all to everything. I love doing this every day. I love the interactions here. I love the interactions over at the Goosh. If it were a trade-off to, okay, now I got to put up with some assholes who are going to just make the whole place less palatable, but I'll make more money. It's not even close. Yeah, I agree with this too. Chrome says if you did stuff like that, there's a good chance you'd attract more onto spoil stuff as well, and without mods on Patreon. Yep. Only option would be people like me messaging you not to view comments. Yeah, and that, and like I say, Chrome, I should mention that again over at the Goosh, because not everybody has been around when I've said it. Anytime you see a spoiler anywhere, you can do it at YouTube as well, but over at the Patreon, just write in that thread, just put, hey, this is a spoiler, because I search for the word spoil, particularly if I have an inkling that there might be the chance of somebody, of a situation, and I've been doing a lot with Bleach because I don't know what's upcoming, where somebody might want to spoil. So I search the page first, and it highlights it on the side, so I don't have to read it. I can just see that, okay, this section has the word spoil in it, so I ignore it. Alexander says, how did the Hunter x Hunter YouTube test go? So far, so good. Still up so far, Alexander. I'm hoping, because that will be the one that succeeds Dragon Ball Super, as long as everything goes okay with it. I think some of the Japanese, because we know I'm under scrutiny from Japanese companies, just like with Dragon Ball Super, immediately Toei was on it. But they've changed their way of doing things now. Now they just take the monetization rather than fighting me about copyright or trying to put up blocks against them, which is the smart thing. What the fuck? Because there's no way in hell that I'm hurting their bottom line at all. Nobody's going there to watch these videos that have been out for years anyway, rather than at an official source. And now Toei also gets to, this is going to be, I started on 32, so about 100 episodes, they're going to make a nice little chunk of change off that. Over time. I mean, we don't get enough views that it makes a big bunch of money right up front, but over time they keep getting views more and more and more. So it's the smart thing. I'm hoping more of the Japanese companies have figured that out, and maybe we'll be able to do more, bring more and more of the stuff from the Goosh over to the YouTube channel. Smokey Loki says, did Spaz Kid hear about the knuckle sandwich giveaway? I think he should get first punch. I mean, pick at the prize. A punch!
Yeah.
He said, thank you for the prize.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
Don't lie to your viewers.
It's not a lie. I heard you say it. Lud says, you got over 1K in Gushu 100s alone this month. Nobody can say you're lacking for money or that you'd get greedy. The G100s have been huge this month. We just picked up another. As a matter of fact, if any of you guys see Arthur in here, let me know. I haven't seen him go by yet, because I think Arthur just stepped up to the G100 level at the Goosh. And if I see him in here, I know he's in the streams a lot. I was going to tell him to make sure and hit me with what he wants in a private message. If not, I'll just message him. But yeah, we're on a pace. I think this is going to be the biggest G100 month we've ever had. The only reason I haven't had to put up the notification that, please hold off on them, is because I've had a schedule this month that allowed me a little bit more time for making vids. So you guys who are on the Goosh have seen, there have been Goosh 100 videos popping up during the week too, not just on Sundays. So I've been able to keep a little bit ahead, or we'd have had to cut them off for this month. This has been a really big month for G100s. Chrome says, I know Yoruichi's reveal was nearly spoiled a few times in comments. Oh, that would have sucked if that got spoiled. But those tend to be stream comments. The waifu stream in particular had quite a few of them. See that, and it's funny too, Chrome, because I was saying that yesterday, how I was like, before I thought it through, I was on about how, Yeah, there's not as much of an issue anymore with spoiling. It's not like when we're at, like the problems we had in Naruto, and then it's like, duh, dumbass, how the mods are intercepting any potential spoilers. How the hell would I know if there's issues with them or not? Yeah, sometimes I don't think things through that well before I say them. uh, yeah, I think I can tell you how many. I think I have it open. I can tell you how many G100s we have this month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you guys impressed? Listen to me count. 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We got 19 and I believe 20. I think we actually have 20 because, again, I believe Arthur just stepped up with one too. So that would definitely, we've never done 20. But to be honest, we had a couple of big months only twice before where I had to cut them off, where I wasn't as far ahead. And again, it just comes down to the same thing. Money's cool. It's not the begin all and end all, and I will not take any chances on somebody not getting what they paid for. So if I think I'm going to be close to not being able to get them all done during a month, I cut them off. But we have 20, but this month it's only the 16th. And we've already posted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've already posted 12 of them. So that's the only reason I'm still able to take them on. Morgan says, yeah, there've been a ton. I was like, damn, me too. I've been shocked by how many we got. And goddamn, they're all good series too. You guys seriously have such good freaking taste. All the stuff we've been watching. Enzo's Kokoro Connect, really, that episode 4 really turned the corner for me. It was like an accelerant. That episode, I liked it already, but I really, really liked episode 4, and I liked the way it brought out more about the characters and the interactions and the relationships. And we've had such a wide variety of stuff now too. We've had a lot of different things, stuff that we hadn't had before. Plus, we had Gimster for a while doing the our no sleep videos, and we've gotten to watch a lot of different things. Philip says, to all the mods for your honorable service in these troublesome times, and remember, mod lives matter. I like that, Philip. Yes, they do. We should, yeah, that's right. I should have had an MLM on there. Mod lives matter. Absolutely, I should. Lute says, I'm really glad that didn't get spoiled. One of my favorite reveals, especially for my second favorite Bleach waifu. Yeah, that just, you talk about something completely, I'm sure it was for you guys too, out of left field, especially with that voice they gave Pussycat. I mean, who the hell would have thought that was coming? And she's freaking hot. I think it was, I don't know if I posted that one yet. I was saying how she reminds me of Casca. Overall looks somewhat, but mostly the skin tone. That skin tone is exactly the same and it's hot. Yeah, I know, biggest greenest. Yeah, gee, how come I can't see the spoiler comments the mods are deleting? Yeah, I didn't think that through that well. Chrome says, hell, I've sent you 2 very different things. Yes, you have. Well, you sent me really the first of those. You got, yes, Shouju. I couldn't remember what it was called. So Shouju's and ass cancer that could kill Curtis from rage. That'll be coming up soon too. Chrome has sponsored an episode of 4Kids One Piece, and of course I know a little bit about what I'm getting into there because I've seen clips of it before, and it actually, I was thinking about this the other day, Chrome, when I was downloading it. It actually pisses me off, the 4Kids thing, and it has no reason to, because it's not like I have to watch the 4Kids version of it now. If these were active series and the only thing we could see were the 4Kids versions, and I knew the other content, the other versions were out there, I'd be fucking pissed. But I don't have to, and it still irritates me, the things they did. It's just so stupid. It's like, why even bother? Don't. If you're going to do that to the series, don't be a part of the series. Hey, Em, there we go. See, all the mods are getting here now. I'm here. You can all appreciate me. And we do, Em. We do all appreciate you very much. And Smokey Loki's going to make me remember. Hold on. This one I've had down pat. I'm going to talk out my ass here and forget. Magenta. Thank you for the magenta sky, Smokey Loki. Em, you're here to witness it. I still got that. If I could just keep Shark Boy Daywalker's name in mind now, I'd be set on those 2. I think I was gonna get cocky and say I think I've got magenta in the bag, but then the very next time we have a magenta sky, I'll forget, so I'm not gonna say that. But thank you for the magenta sky, Loki. Our mods need a nice juicy brisket. Oh, smoked for 24, topped with garlic butter and served with a side of creamy mashed potatoes, barbecue baked beans, and a chilled mug of beer. And then for dessert, a light but sweet banana pudding with vanilla wafers. Now you guys know I told you over and over. I have the most narrow tastes of anyone you'll ever meet. It's borders on the no, it doesn't border on the bizarre. It's well over into the bizarre world. It's in the bizarre yard. It's firmly there. But now that's any type of I like meat. Any type of meat I like. A brisket that's been smoked like that, yes. Garlic butter I actually do enjoy, surprisingly, even to me. Mashed potatoes, fantastic. Barbecue baked beans, no, that I can't do. But again, veggies, because I'm sure I'll die of something to do with a lack of the vitamins and minerals and vegetables. And I don't drink beer, but if we could make that a chilled mug of root beer, that's one of my favorite things. And believe it or not, I like banana pudding and vanilla wafers, which I say believe it or not like it's a big deal, but it is to me because there are so narrow things I like. So you're actually, that's as close to a quality meal for me as somebody could make up because again, there's so few things I like. But yeah, a brisket, mashed potatoes, banana pudding, vanilla wafers, and root beer. Yeah, yep. I'd be on board for that. Here's Wolverine Rose Sky, Lou Dark Pink, and him protecting her magenta turf. I'll mention it once more because we always have new people in here. A while back, we named the color for each level of donation here. The $50 naming was the most controversial, most heated debate. Somebody got killed over it, didn't they? I don't remember who it was, but we had another member who was shot that day in the chat. It happens. I mean, tempers flared. Nobody's saying who was actually holding the gun, Wolverine, but somebody got shot. Biggest screen sounds delicious. It does. And so it begins, Lute says. Morgan, bro, now I'm starving. That sounds great. Yeah, that was a good selection, Morgan. I like that. If it's magenta, I'm not a furry. Wolverine says. Happy Mod Appreciation Day. Let's get the strippers. Yeah, Edgar. Oh, I should have brought strippers. God damn it. Why wasn't I don't think these things through. Chrome says, now imagine if you actually watched that crap weekly on Cartoon Network or Boomerang as a kid. No, I can't even imagine. It was mesmerizingly bad. Voices stick with you, meh. At least I had Dragon Ball and Bleach. Yeah, I would honestly be pissed if I had to watch that. Because, again, you've gone over to the point. It's just like, for me, if you get a really good R-rated movie that had a lot of violence, sex, whatever, but that was the main crux of the movie were those extreme situations, and then they put it on cable. It's like, don't fucking bother. You're going to cut out everything that tells the story. Why? It's the same thing there. Yes, banana pudding is awesome. And for any of you coming in, you'll notice that I am concentrating heavily on making sure that I see the mod comments today. It is Mod Appreciation Day. I mean, I'm trying to catch others as well, guys. I won't ignore you, but I am trying to make sure I see mod comments. Philip says, since we're going all Oprah in here, the mods need a whale each and some anime titties. Anime titties for all. Absolutely. And it doesn't matter. You know, I think with anime titties, it doesn't matter you're a guy or a girl or who your interests are. You know, even if you're a guy who likes other dudes, if you're a straight girl who likes other guys, it doesn't matter. Anime titties are just wonderful, no matter who you are. But I'd be curious. I don't know. Do we have any of our well, I mean, not everybody comes in and announces their sexual orientation. But we have a lot of gay people here in the crew. I don't know if I saw any that names that I recognize that have identified themselves as gay. But I had gay friends. I think I told you guys this before. I had several gay friends who all said it doesn't matter if you're gay. Titties are still awesome. I'm just curious how many of you guys agree with that. And what about you girls? Okay, even if you're a female and you're straight, can you still appreciate a nice pair of titties? That's a quality question for today. I, I do love some big old biddies, Lachlan says. I'd say strip for all your mods, but then you'd lose all your mods. Smokey Loki says, everybody. Not just the mods, everybody would be like, yeah, that's fucking it. See, this is exactly Morgan's saying exactly what I thought was the case. I'm a married straight woman, and even I have to comment on impressive anime titties. Like, damn, the bounce. Yes. Lou says we have plenty of bi people don't know about gay. Honestly, yeah, I know. I haven't seen any of the people that I know to be that have said to me, that they're gay in here yet today. You're still, yeah, you count, Tom. Everybody count. Everybody counts. I was just curious. What I'm saying is, I don't think it matters what's your sexual preference. I think everybody, just like Morgan said, can appreciate a nice pair of titties. Yeah, bi people absolutely count. But I haven't seen. And again, just because somebody's told me and told us that they're gay, I don't go repeating the names with them not here. But I'm looking for names that I've seen. I haven't seen any of them yet today. Titties are just bouncy greatness. Sergeant Renegade says, "Yeah, that's what I'm saying." And again, like I say, several of my gay friends, whenever we would talk about it, well, the one buddy of mine, unfortunately, I don't get to see him anymore. I don't know if he's still in the area or not, but we used to hang out. We got to know each other because this is going way back. I was in my way back, because I was in my early 20s. But we used to work out together at the gym, just because I used to go early Saturday mornings. He went early Saturday mornings, and we'd always be there together. And we were sitting around chatting about something one day, and this girl came in, and she was gorgeous, and of course, me, I'm like, and the gym was split in half. You had the free weight section on one side and the machines on the other. So she came through. We were in the free weight section. Went into the area with the machines. And my buddy looks over at me and goes, "Holy shit! You see the tits on her?" And I was like, "Dude, don't you get in trouble for that on your team?" I said, "You play for the other side. I don't think you're allowed to do that." He goes, "Listen, everybody appreciates a good set of titties." And that was the first time it dawned on me. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. They're basically soft, squishy water balloons, Waterground says. Bazongas. That I never thought of it from that perspective, Chrome. Chrome says, during my art classes, we were taught humans are naturally attracted to round, curvy objects. It's ingrained in us. I would say that's true. I would have never thought of that. I would say that's true. I think that, yeah, that's a pleasing aesthetic. Huh. I never thought of it in that detached way as just being the shape, but I think that's true. Daddy Wolverine says, I'm straight, but as long as it's consensual, other people can have relations with whoever they want. Yeah, well, that's always been my take on that stuff. But again, I guess, I don't know. Maybe it's all what you grew up with, but from the time I was in my teens, I was around people, I was around gay people, bi people, everything all along. So it just was never a question to me. Besides, what difference the hell difference does it make to me which gender you prefer to have sex with? No skin off my nose. And I used to tell that to my gay friends. Listen, I'm all you guys should be gay. Because back when I was dating, I wanted as little competition as possible. You guys go hook up with each other and leave the girls alone. I'm all for it. Morgan says, my husband will literally comment on a waitress ass right in front of me, and I'll look and go like, dang, her ass is nice. See, you're a quality girl, Morgan. I give my wife credit. She's like that too. She'll yell at me for being a perv, but not for that. Not if I'm genuinely, like, if you see an attractive woman, I say, oh my God, she's gorgeous. My wife will go, yeah, she is. Now, if I was just being pervo, she'll yell at me for that, but that can be about anything. So, but yes, I'm with you. And it's like, it always makes me laugh when people will get mad at their significant other, regardless of the dynamics of the romantic relationship, for looking at another. Listen, just because you're married or you're in a committed relationship, you didn't die. It's human nature. Whoever you're attracted to, whether it's guys, girls, or whatever, you don't stop being attracted to others. You just don't act on it because you're in a relationship. But to think that all of a sudden you're not going to notice them anymore is just, well, stupid. Big Green says, Imagine if titties look like Laura Croft titties from Tomb Raider on the original PlayStation. That's not very sexy. Well, yeah, those are lower res in titties. Yes. Lachlan says we do all appreciate a good pair of melons. Damn censorship! Why do you think we're always trying to get your shirt off?
Wasn't that the 100,000 subscriber celebration?
Was it?
You taking your shirt off and jiggling your boobs as...
We did do that, didn't we?
Yeah. I didn't. You did.
Well, I mean, that was part of the
I
celebration.
had to watch.
I scarred him. I'm proud.
You did it way before then.
I started working on you right away, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, you scarred me a little too, Poopy Picasso.
Yeah, that's true.
when he was little, we have a picture of it in his room hanging up there. When he was little, Brax got into a scat thing for a little while. I mean, he was just tiny. He'd be in his crib, and I come in the one day, and he'd taken off his diaper, and he had taken all the art supplies that were encompassed within that diaper and painted the walls. And he became Poopy Picasso after that.
That was my artistic talent.
that was the beginning and the ending of his artistic talents. He said, "Yeah," because unfortunately I passed along my artistic abilities to him, which are nil. They are in the negative. Zypher says it's not a lake; it's an ocean full of titties. Mod Appreciation Day. Lose your shirt. Milk Brax. Wolverine says. I fondly remember wanting to fondle them, Lude says. I remember it fondly. I had forgotten about that, to be honest. Well, me forgetting about something. Oh, what are the odds? Chrome says, we were taught by a guy who worked for Disney and Pixar about shape theory and its relationship to characters and I can never say that word. Anthropomorphism. So round shapes are meant to be soft and attractive regardless. That makes sense. That again, I never thought of it from that perspective, but that absolutely makes sense. Chrome says, we do not ever want to hear about Brax's scat fetishes. Punch him for us, putty please. I have to punch it. It's Mod Appreciation Day, and M's a mod, and she asked. So it's got to be a pretty good one. So, do you want to say goodbye to your kidney? Or no?
That's rude.
He didn't even say goodbye to the kidney before I got rid of it. Yeah, like trying all. That's a good point. The good part about being bi is that when someone says check that person out, you can appreciate them no matter what. I hadn't thought about that. You're right. Yeah, because you're walking down the street, you're sitting in a restaurant, and you're face to face with the person. The person says, "Whoa, that person behind you is smoking." There's not going to be a disappointment. No matter what, with me being straight, okay, somebody says that to me, I got a 50-50 chance of not seeing something that's going to titillate me that much. But you're right. If you're bi, it's like, hey, it's a party. It's going to be good no matter what you turn around and see. Morgan says that one was deserved. Someone, Part says, someone just said in the Discord that the sun shined off of Curtis's head and Alpha was the result. We've reacted to all the ERBs, American Males, except for one. There was one I don't remember. You guys will remember. But it was two fictional characters that I knew nothing about. I hadn't seen any of their movies. Oh, Gandalf and Dumbledore, I think it was. There's no sense in me watching that because, again, I'm not going to make a video just because I know ERB gets a lot of views when I don't think I'm going to make an interesting video. And people watch reaction videos for the commentary and the reaction, and I don't have any commentary to offer because I don't know anything about the characters. Excuse me. Philip says, just remember, Krillin slept with one of the sexiest wives in all of anime, so there is hope for Spaz Kid yet. Philip says, that's true. Philip said, just remember, Krillin slept with one of the sexiest wives in all of anime, so there is hope for Spaz Kid yet. He did bang 18.
Why am I being compared to Krillin?
Well, come on. Did you want to get compared to Goku right away? You got to start somewhere. At least they didn't say Yamcha.
That's true.
He could have said even Yamcha was with Bulma for a little while, but he didn't. He went right to Krillin, so
Yeah.
so it could have been worse.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Beggars can't be choosers, I suppose.
Big Green says, maybe once you watch Lord of the Rings, you can watch it and root for Gandalf. Hint, hint. And Chrome says, also, apparently the One Piece anime will be going on hiatus. I didn't know this. For an undetermined amount of time because of the coronavirus. Well, that makes sense. So now both the manga and anime are off, but the manga will be only a week. That's unfortunate, but not surprising. Lute says, I'd rather be compared to Krillin than to Goku when it comes to the wife aspect. Yeah, well, that's true. Krillin hasn't been on that 100%. Yeah, agreed. I hadn't thought about it, but from that perspective, absolutely. Yeah. Chi-Chi's just... And Chi-Chi's attractive enough, but I've told you guys before, she's kind of a bitch. She really is, and she's a nag, without question. It's just, she's not likable. She's attractive enough, but certainly not hot enough to be able to get past all the annoying elements of her. So, did I say that? I didn't even catch I said that. She says, was that a near Freudian slip, spare kid, and your true feelings fast coming through? No, actually, I tortured my stepdaughter, my oldest stepdaughter, for years, because Brax is the youngest, and he's the youngest by a lot, and he's the only child that my wife and I have had together. The others we had from prior marriages. So he'll be the first to admit he gets spoiled. He got a lot, and every so often my older daughter would notice that this was being done or that was being done. She goes, God, this kid gets everything. He gets to do this, he gets to do that. I said, listen, you were just the test kid. We just had you so we could try shit. We throw you against the wall and see what parts of you stuck. she gets so pissed off at me for that. Our Savior says now we need a spaz kid own counter. Wolverine says, if I recall, the manga is taking a week hiatus after every 2 chapters. If I'm wrong, please provide a link. That's genuinely what I heard. This fucking coronavirus, you guys. Jesus Christ. Chrome, well, the difference are Krillin's wife beats him. Goku beats his wife. You should see the original adventure. I do want to see that, Chrome. If I weren't so pressed for time, that would have been next. But I know I can't get another series regularly in every day. After we had caught up with DBS at the YouTube channel, now knowing what Toei's take seems to be on the reaction videos, what I would have done was start recording the original, put the longer reactions on the Goosh, and then the cut-up ones that will actually be allowed to stay on YouTube over there. But I know I won't have enough time in the day to do that for a whole series, because I'm dying to see that. I really am. Wolverine says it'd be funny if your exes married each other. Nah, they never even ended up meeting. They're both remarried, and they never even ended up meeting. Yeah, it would have been funny if they'd remarried and just stabbed each other or something. Let's see. Big Green says, what part of the wife aspect? Having a better wife or behavior towards the wife? Because Krillin hasn't beat on both. Yeah. That's true. Like I said, I didn't think that through. He does definitely have him beat from the wife aspect, and it's not even close. Chrome says a lot of series are being delayed because of the virus. A few are having their spring launches outright canceled for now because of it. Lots of studios just can't work during this. Thanks, China. That just it pisses me off so much, and I know a lot of you guys agree. But this was all avoidable. You feel for somebody if something like this happens, and it's something that happens in their host country, but they're doing things the way things should be done, and it's just a freak event, and you feel for them. But this isn't a freak event. They've been asking for this. They've been begging for this with those goddamn wet markets. And to a bigger extent than that, just the lack of any sanitary conditions, any rules or guidelines around their food and their markets. I mean, you're begging for shit like this to happen. And it happened once before. You already got us once, and you still kept these fucking scummy things going. It pisses me off. And so many people seem to just want to give China a flyer on this. And again, I'm not talking about the Chinese people, the Chinese government. The Chinese government controls what the Chinese people know, so it's all on the government. And there's so many people in our own nation that just want to be like, well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? The whole world should stop any sort of trade with them whatsoever. That's what you got, at least until, because what I'm told, I guess they're opening up the wet markets again. That bullshit. Hey, good to see you, Johnny. When's Curtis Appreciation Day? To be fair, Sajil, you guys give me Curtis Appreciation Day every day. We don't need one for that. I just the time I get to spend with you guys and the laughs I get to have and the enjoyment in the streams and over in the comment section and everything, that's every day. You know, this could technically be considered season 2 of the SARS virus. Yeah, basically, Rain. I just, it just pisses me off that it seems like everybody's just so cool with this. And how many, tens of thousands of people have died worldwide, and it was all avoidable. Chrome says, then there's Naruto's creator series Samurai 8. Can't blame cancellation on the virus. People just didn't read it, and now it's dead. Long live Bleach's Tight Kubo. His new work got that spot. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. See, Chrome's right on top of that. So I like how you guys are so on top of the goings-on in the anime world. And then what I really enjoy, too, from you guys in the comments, both at the Goosh and here in the, well, now that we're able to do some anime again here at the YouTube channel, is all the little inside nuggets you guys always have about what goes on within the production of the animes that we're watching. I like that stuff. Edgar says, damn Chinese, damn you all. Even you, Jackie Chan. Ooh, not the Jackie Chan. Yeah, I mean, it amazes me. And the ho-hum attitude it seems like a lot of the world has towards this. And to have them with those markets open again is just... What do you, Waterground says, what do you think on China trying to up its position on world power now that there's some back on their feet? Yeah, that isn't obnoxious or anything either, Waterground. It does seem like as economies are being destroyed here in America, throughout Europe, throughout the world, it seems like China is positioning themselves, having gotten through this first, to be an advantage to make sure, to be in a position to make sure and take advantage of that as well. God damn, it pisses me off to see what everybody's going through because of this, because these fuckers won't just have a little bit of cleanliness in their lives and a little bit of common sense. Pass the common sense along to the people. Bruce Lee, he gets a pass, Edgar says. Well, one day I didn't get notified. Frick you, Susan. We were talking about that, Berries. We had Mod Appreciation Day today, and it was one of the worst days we've had in a long time for lack of notifications. I mean, again, a good example was yesterday, inside the first minute of the stream, we had 65 people in the chat. Today, we're 12 minutes and change, and we had like 23. No, but that's our Susan. Chrome says, I'm a big Bleach fan, so I'm desperate for Bleach's creator to finally get back to writing. He was too in a depressed slump after Bleach's cancellation. Now he's got a new series with a film confirmed. I had heard something about that before, Chrome, about him being just completely bummed out, and that's why he had stepped away. That kind of sucks. Let's see. Ivan's in. What's up? What's up, Ivan? Good to see you, pal. Smokey Loki says, conspiracy theory. China is in league with Disney, so they made COVID-19 so that China can curb its population, and so Disney can buy out all the small businesses that get destroyed by it. Hail Mickey. Yeah, I'll tell you, well, it's going to be interesting to see, being big Disney nuts that we are. You guys know my family is just fanatical for Disney World. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Because obviously, once they do get reopened, it's going to have to be with a new reality. But not only that, I mean, what do they figure they're losing? 30 million a day, I think, every day that Disney World is closed. And again, all of this avoidable, completely avoidable. But they just will not literally clean up their act over there. Oh my God. Smokey Loki says, wow, YouTube censorship is getting ridiculous. They wouldn't let me put the word virus and China in the same sentence. Fucking Google/YouTube are just over the top SJWs though. It's just, I mean, they're a mockery of themselves. They're so ridiculous. Uh, and he's switching up on that. He says Barry's just Brax.
Yeah.
Barry's just says Spaz Kids mechanical keyboard sounds. Fuck, I got a heart on. And you're switching keyboard soon, aren't you?
Yeah, some maybe quieter. I don't know, honestly.
He's thinking about getting himself something else. I was surprised when he said it. He liked the mechanical keyboard.
I mean, I just want one with like a rest for
your hands.
For my hands.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I've got that on mine.
Actual fucking numpad. I didn't even notice it doesn't have a numpad.
You don't have a numpad on there?
I don't have a numpad on it, and I really need it for like.
Wow.
For like coding or like video
Why?
editing.
Just because it's a gaming keyboard, must be.
Yeah, I guess.
I never noticed that about your keyboard.
I was like going.
Spaz Kid don't have a
I
numpad.
was doing a project yesterday, and like, there's a way to switch between scenes when you're using a numpad. And I went to go click it, I'm like, wait, what the fuck? So I had to do everything manually. I was like, this is awful.
This be bullshit. Crone says, I do get a bit of pleasure seeing Shonen Jump having to crawl back to Kubo after they rushed him to finish Bleach. Now they need Burn the Witch to replace Kishimoto's work. It's very ironic. It is always good to see something like that. When something, I'm not a believer in karma, but for lack of a better term, when karma comes around like that, yes, I agree. Barry says he will keep the current keyboard and he will like it, or else I will bad touch him. I think he'd be all right with that. Yeah, he's like, yeah, cool.
Was that SimCity?
No, Barry's.
Oh.
You remember? I remember. Chrome, one has to wonder, Lude says, whether they'll let him change the ending of the anime to be how he originally imagined. You'd think he'd have the leverage in that situation, though, no, Lude? Well, hard to say. Yeah, Lachlan, it was just one of those days. Let's see. I don't know if the notifications went out to any degree on the video I posted telling the gang that we were live streaming. What happened?
You have the dog out there?
Is that what that was?
I think she was crying to come in.
Oh, she can come in if she wants. I just heard something. It sounded like a beached whale. It's the Spaz Kid said it's the dog out there. Actually, I can probably take this video down now because we're almost done with the stream anyway.
No one paying attention to you?
What's the matter, Ooms? Want to come and see everybody? Huh? Oomy. Come here. You want to see everybody? It's Mod Appreciation Day. Say hi to the mods, Ooms. Come here. She never, while I'm sitting, she won't bring her feet up. Come here. Come on up with me. Come here. My feet. Come on up. There you go. Hi to everybody, Omer. See? Say hi to the mods. Are you gonna feed me something? That's all you're thinking about, huh?
I legit got.
Huh?
I was grabbing a water bottle to bring upstairs, and as I passed by her, she like got defensive and wouldn't let me go until I put it down.
For those of you who didn't see the other day, we were showing you. She's got a thing. She'll fight you over a water bottle. It started with the dumbest thing. Oh, there it is. Brax has got a water bottle out. She's losing her shit. See, now she'll just sit there and bark at him and wag her tail and dance. Don't knock over the pops. As soon as we get out a water bottle, not only does she go nuts, she starts looking for our shit to knock over and push around and stuff. See, now she's going over to his stuff. She'll start. She gets pissed off, and it all started because my wife wanted to give her a drink out of her water bottle. And she tipped it up, and it got her on the face a little bit, and she lost her mind. And it's not like she's scared of it. She just gets pissed because her tail wags and everything. But she dances around, she jumps, and then she goes to look for your shit, and she tries to knock it over and stuff. Yeah, Big Green, she does. She goes ballistic, and I don't even know what that dance is. What do you put a water bottle on your head? Oh, see, watch if I go to have a drink. Hey, easy! Giant teeth. Shut up. I'll get you with it. You're gonna get wet. You're gonna get wet. Don't go knocking our stuff over. That's what she'll do now. She'll go over and she'll go to look for our stuff. When my wife did it to her, my wife poured a little bit on her after she found out it made her all crazy. My wife had been addressing a bunch of um, Easter cards she was sending out to the little kids that she helps take care of in the daycare. And Uma went right over, saw she was working on it, and knocked all of her shit over, and then came running up to Brax. She ran because she knew she wasn't supposed to do that. And she came up to Brax upstairs, and Brax was like, "What's your problem?" And she's like, standing next to him, like, "I just fucked them up down there." It's so weird, Chrome. It's so weird. I've never seen anything quite like it. Because again, it's not like she's scared of it. She's just pissed off. It's water. I mean, how could you be scared of it? But she just gets pissed off if you do it. Devin says, so if you post a video at 8 a.m., you have to wait till 8 a.m. the next day to get that notification back. Yeah, pretty much, Devin. And it's so all over the place because the rest of this week has been pretty consistent. They've been pretty decent with sending out notifications. Then today it was just like, yep, fuck you. Oh, Miss Super Chat? Thank you, Wolverine. Excuse me. Oh, look for next post. Hashtag shit Simmy. Barry says, Brax, Shit Simmy still remembers you and Spaz Kid. I was the one who treated you the convo with him. Shit Simmy remembers. That's right. I'd forgotten about that, Barry's. He had just tweeted me that. Well, wait. He remembered some and didn't others, wasn't it? I'm trying to remember what I read when you tweeted me. Yeah, because when you said something about Curtis or Spaz Boys, he remembered, but he didn't remember Spaz Kid specifically. I'm sure if we give him time, he would remember. Yeah. I think that was the only one, right, guys? That was the only super chat I missed. Yes, it was. Okay, just want to make sure. Yeah, Simmy. I don't know why they keep fucking with Simmy. You know, first they nerfed him completely on the website, and then you had to use the app, and then they nerfed him on the app. But then I checked the app again because I still keep it on my phone, and he was back to being a psycho. And it I don't know. They just keep messing around with him. Jack Queen says, no, I got no notification or love as a child, but let's focus on this first. Yeah, that's a whole different rabbit hole, Jack. Yeah, we're just talking about that, Jack. They were just almost non-existent today, the notifications. Waterground says, bat piss soup should be at the end of the stream instead of saying goose. They're trying to turn him PG, but the crazy lemon refuses. As well he should. That's what made him fun. Who gives a shit? People just... It just amazes me. He's so uptight about bad words. Oh, he said he told me to suck a dick. Well, so? Just because a lemon on the internet told you to suck a dick doesn't mean you have to. And if you already enjoyed that, then why would you be upset about it? So either case, it doesn't really matter. Our savior, who would win, a giant ferocious looking dog or a water bottle? If our room is any indicator, the water bottle clearly wins easily and comfortably. Yeah, it was snowing here this morning too, Willie. He says it's snowing. I fucking hate snow. Actually we got some overnight, and of course the wheelchair ramp on the house and the cars were covered and everything, but it fortunately by around 10:30 it was gone. $20 is $20, Luke says. Sucking on lemons is pretty sour, though. Yeah, but, you do what you got to do, Big Green. Oh, okay. He remembered Curtis Candy and Curtis, but not Spaz Kid. I'm sure it'd come... And that's what's funny, too, Barry, if it's like it used to be anyway, if you check again just sometime down the road, all of a sudden he'll remember him again. That's what made him so inconsistent, because the times I'd go back... Well, like I said, I've still got the app on here. Let's see if he's remembering today. Shit Simmy. Now, Shit Simmy used to piss him off, too. Let's see if... Let me say that. Okay. Let me just say Shit Simmy and see what he says. See if he remembers that. Shit Simmy. Say it one more time, slowly. Does that mean he remembers or he doesn't? Okay, let's put in Spaz Kid. Spaz Kid. Subscribe to Spaz Boys Comedy. So he does remember him, but he just said subscribe to Spaz Boys Comedy. Okay, let me put in Curtis Candy. See, this is almost like the nerfed version, I'm afraid. Fuck off, train. Curtis Candy. Baldy. So he remembers some things, but this is like the watered down version. Let me put eat a dick and see what he does. See if he'll come back at me. I will not answer that sentence. There you go, guys. They're nerfing him again. Here, get that in there. Eat a dick. Of all things, for Simmy to say, I will not answer that sentence like a puss. Why? This is what makes him fun. Sajil says, Curtis, did you know that if you're chatting with someone on OnlyFans, you can't use the words toilet, meat, piss, drink, drunk, among other? Really? See, and even that censorship I don't understand. Because like the word meat, okay, they don't want people trying to hook up with the OnlyFans person, host. Well, let the OnlyFans host handle that. That's the same thing with here, with them censoring you guys' comments, especially in the super chats and stuff. Listen, I don't need YouTube to be the big brother here. I'll fucking handle it. It's our channel. Just leave us, leave us the fuck alone. Who cares if we say bad words? Jesus Christ. Chrome says, given my extra time at the moment, I have considered making a temporary update to the intro, a quarantine version full of toilet paper and bats. Also, all faces that have masks. That's actually funny, Chrome. That's actually pretty funny. Swolster says, hey, Curtis, is your son ever coming back on the channel? He's sitting right here. Not regularly because he's got school. I mean, obviously, if it weren't for coronavirus, he'd be in school right now. That's the only reason he stopped being in the videos all the time, was he was away at school. Big Susan is watching. Yeah, big screen. It's fucking OnlyFans. Why are words censored? Exactly, Niall. The whole world has become so sensitive. Sensitive to words. Again, just like why we have the super chats censored here. You guys had filled me in on this because some streamer was getting bullied in super chat. First of all, for me, again, I understand if it's a bunch of kids in junior high or in high school or something like that trying to torture each other on social media. Okay, I can see where that's bullying. When you decide to become a streamer or a broadcaster, a video creator, whatever, put your face and your name out there as an entertainer, you can't be bullied. It's part of it. Listen, that's part of the terrain. People are going to say mean things sometimes. So, well, if you don't like it, you can ignore it. You can fire back at them and engage them in it. Or you can just not become an entertainer then. I mean, the whole world has to be protected anymore. Request when you wear a dryer wig the rest of the stream. I would, Edgar, but actually I was just going to read this one before I pack up the stream for today. I still got, we had to actually run out today. My wife had to deliver, she's 31 rep. They do all those bags and stuff. And she had to deliver some stuff, and I go with her because, again, my wife having asthma, I try and keep her away from any interaction. So I go out and I deliver it all and keep scrubbing my hands with the hand sanitizer and everything. But, yeah, exactly, biggest greenest. If you don't have a thick skin, don't become a streamer. Right, absolutely. If that stuff is going to upset you, why would you choose that? There's a lot of different things you could do, but that's our society now. It's like everybody needs to be treated with kid gloves and everybody needs to be protected. Well, there are fucking crazy people out there. There are mean people out there. So what? Waterground says, buy me bat piss soup flavored chips on your way out. Oh, people are way too sensitive now, Chrome. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I told you guys, all my years of doing stand-up, and my sense of humor on stage was even more acerbic than it is now. But back then, people, and we're talking back then, it's 25, 30 years ago that I did it for a living, but people weren't nearly as easily offended. Most everybody could laugh at themselves. It didn't matter whether it was race, religion, color, creed, whatever, sexual orientation. People just weren't all that sensitive, especially if you were on stage or doing material and you weren't you weren't going directly at them. You weren't being personal. You were making fun of stereotypes or generalities or something. Everybody'd laugh along with you. And somewhere along the line, that became, oh, no, don't, if it's going to hurt someone's feelings, don't say it. Listen, if your feelings are hurt, turn it off. Don't watch it. Don't listen to it. Whatever. Who gives a fuck if your feelings are hurt? Who gives a fuck if my feelings are hurt? Who cares? Jesus Christ. Oh, thanks. Waken War. Member Barry says the whole world has become sensitive and uptight about words. They sure have. What would our founding fathers think? Yeah, they damn us to hell while giving us a middle finger and have a nice day. It's just, God, it's just sad. It really is. I like to, yeah, good point, Lude. I'd very much like to see one of today's people inside an old Call of Duty multiplayer voice chat. Those were the days of the Wild West, weren't they? Oh, shit. Biggest Green says, yeah, people used to have a better sense of humor about things. I don't remember when that changed. Me either, Big Green, not specifically, but it's clearly morphed and it's extreme. And again, I'm living proof of that. I used to be on stage experiencing it, and the only times I ever had people at least voice objection to me about the material I had used was people voicing it on behalf of others. So basically do-gooders. So like, say I made a joke stereotype about black people. Audience might be half black people. They'd all be laughing. Some do-gooder lily white motherfucker would come up to me later and go, I really had kind of an issue with that joke, which of course was never a satisfying thing for them, because I tell them, did you? That's good. Then I'm doing my job. And do I care? No, go fuck yourself. You guys know me. That's how I react to things. But it was always somebody else offended on someone else's behalf, some do-gooder. Edgar says, if you don't have a thick dick, don't become a creamer. Smokey Loki says, the part that concerns me about this censorship is that while we know it's not right and we can do something about it, newer generations are growing up with this as the norm and won't know when it needs to be stopped. I completely agree with you, Loki. 100%. It's unfortunate. Or at least there's a big sector of society trying to portray words as evil, or words can hurt. Words can be hate speech. I mean, it's just, listen, you're not going to agree with everybody in life. And because of that, sometimes people are going to say mean things about you. Or people are going to say mean things or demeaning things just because they're douchebags. They're douchebags. So what? Just deal with it. Learn to deal with it. That's all you can do. Is it right? No, it's mean. But is it illegal? For some people, they want it to be, and that would. I can tell you guys that if they started trying to police language here, like I see they started to do in the UK and stuff, there's not much that would motivate me to do it. That's where I would take to the streets. You're not going to fucking start telling me that we're going to police the language you use outside of the accepted norms, which makes sense, where you're endangering someone else. The whole, you can't shout fire in a crowded movie theater. I get that. But as far as opinionated speech, once you start trying to police that, yeah, we got a problem. And we have a problem to the point where I would be involved in doing with whoever, doing whatever needs to stem that tide. Chrome says people are too mollycoddled. I agree. I love to bring them to the old internet, back when we used to openly mock the hell out of furries and crazy people. Yeah. And especially, like you say, things with something like this, a YouTube channel or something. If you don't like what I say, what I think, don't watch. Easiest thing in the world. It takes away all that stress for you. Just don't watch. But some people will foolishly try and, well, at least when it comes to our channel, because I will engage it. And I found typically when I do engage people that are having a whine or a pitch and a bitch about something, they're not particularly bright usually, and they're kind of easy to beat up in a in a give and take. Nietzsche predicted it. Oh, hold on. Jack Queen says, he said God was dead and eventually the far left, in an attempt to fill the void, would turn to politics and eventually it would lead to war in its place. I tell you, one of my big concerns about what we're going through right now with the whole coronavirus thing is this could get out of hand. This is why I think the governors need to start looking at getting serious about easing restrictions, having a specific plan with specific dates, not like Cuomo did today and say, well, we're all staying until May 15th. We'll figure it out from there. This is going to start ending poorly. And I think before May 15th, people are, they don't know how they're going to feed their families. When you push somebody into a corner like that, things get bad. Will says, my theory is that it's because of social media. Could be. It used to be that celebrities would just posture to look good. Now everyone has to telegraph their beliefs to the 50 people following their page. Yeah, I agree with that too, Will. And see, it's a double-edged sword for me in one way too. With social media, I completely understand why people want to be anonymous on social media. It's kind of a scary, just the things we talk about, scary, dangerous world. What I don't understand is the ones who want to be provocateurs and also want to be anonymous. To me, you're a fucking scumbag then. If you just want to peruse the internet and give your opinion on things and have give and take and conversation with people, that's great. And again, it's completely understandable given the freaky nature of this world why people would want to be anonymous. It's not for me, but I understand why it is for a lot of people. But when you want to be anonymous just strictly for the sake of being able to project yourself as some sort of internet tough guy, then it's like, yeah, you're getting close to the pedophile region as far as lack of respect I have for you then. And there are a lot of them on there. You got a lot of blue checks on Twitter that's their game. They want to remain anonymous and talk a lot of shit, but I don't want to ever have to stand behind what I'm saying or actually have to face the fact that I referred to this person as this, that, or the other. This could get out of hand, so watch the bigger screen, it says. Lude says, censorship of certain things should be a thing, but everything needs to be within reason and always a choice. Right, right. I mean, to me, it's always been, you should not be allowed to do something that is designed to directly harm someone else. You can't, freedom of speech is great, but you can't shout death to the fill in the group, the religion, the race, whatever the case may be. That shouldn't be legal because now you're bringing in harm to someone else and you don't have a right to do that, I don't think. That way, there's always an individual's choice to go somewhere without censorship. Yeah, I agree with you, Lou. Chrome, well, people do tend to try and replace the void of religion with something else. A lot of people feel like they need to believe in something. They can't stand on their own 2 feet. They're scared. I think that's true, Chrome. I think for a lot of people, it's just, and it's understandable. It's not something that I find to be off-putting or anything. I mean, life and its end is scary to a lot of people. And I think that's why a lot of them turn to the things that they do. And hey, if it gives them some security, good for them. It's not for me, but if it it makes them feel better, good for them.
People can't stand the idea of just as soon as they die, like it's over.
Nothing, right?
Yeah,
nothing. This scares people.
There's no feasible way a person would just say, okay, as soon as I die, literally nothing will happen.
Right.
Like, there has to be something that progresses.
For a lot of people.
Yeah.
Now, see, me, I'm comfortable with that. That's what I believe. I think once I die, that's it. It's over. Game over. That's it. I don't have any consciousness. Nothing else happens. I turn into dust, and it was a good run. But we all know I'm different on a lot of things. I know a lot of people need... Don't you agree, Brax? They need that security.
Oh, yeah.
That feeling of, okay, there is something else. It's, when it's over, it's not over. It's a new beginning. And that's why I say I never poo-poo people away for that. That's cool. If that helps you get through your days, and I mean that literally, I'm not being an asshole. I mean it literally. If that helps you get through your days, good for you. I hope it brings you peace. Hope you're right. Hope you do have something better waiting on the other side. I don't think there is. Just for me. Remember, Barry says we're Spaz Boys comedy, not for the easily offended. They don't like us. Fuck them in their mamas. 100%, Barry's 100%. Rain, I agree with this too. I think social media is one of those things the next generation won't know how to deal with healthily because they think it's normal. Yep, completely agree with that too. I completely agree. Let's see. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss any super chats. Scoured, send to the ranch, Zypher says. Yeah, very true now. People feel compelled to say their beliefs on social media when there's no need to do it most of the time. Yeah, especially politically, and both sides. Both sides, let's be fair, both sides. it's like you can't have a conversation about anything anymore on social media without someone having to interject something totally unrelated. You know, let's whatever you're talking about. You can be, you can be talking about it spring, and I was out back sniffing flowers, and immediately somebody will come in and just said, "Yeah, I saw Trump sniff a flower once and it died," and somebody else will come in and say, "Yeah, Pelosi doesn't sniff flowers because she's a cunt." I mean, that's it. Everything has to be just like Niall says. You have to get your belief, whatever that belief is, whether it's political or whatever. You have to incorporate it into everything, and that becomes just tiresome as hell. Sajil says, more context. I've been talking to an adult actress, and we're just talking about coronavirus and toilet paper. And it wouldn't let her say the word toilet paper either, and she found it hilarious. Jesus Christ, toilet paper too? We're so overprotective. And you guys are right. You guys are right. That's what doesn't bode well for the generations coming up. You're 100% right. Edgar says to member berries, not their mamas. Yeah, Curtis, sure, Curtis, you were sniffing flowers. Well, I did say, Jack, I was just talking figuratively. Our Savior says, live your life to the fullest. Nobody has control over death. Nobody knows when their time will come, so just enjoy life till you can. That's always been my motto, Our Savior. It's, again, as I've always said, it's an old adage, but it's true. It's too short. Too short to not be enjoying it. I look to have fun every day. I'm looking for something fun, something uplifting, and these streams are a lot of it. This is one of the reasons I love streaming every day. I just like, again, we're not here that long. Have a good time. Have some laughs. And most of all, don't take yourself too seriously. Just enjoy it. Lud says, most of my life I've had a big fear of my own death, the nothingness. That's understandable. Hearing stories of people who died shortly and came back helped. Sounded quite peaceful. The fear is still there, but less than now. Even me, Lud, when I was younger, it was never like an overwhelming fear or anything, but I was scared about death. It was like, oh man, you don't know what's there. Is it heaven? Is it hell? Is it nothing? Or what is it? And you'd have some stress about it. But as I got older, it's like, my belief system, excuse me, changed over time. I believe I've seen enough of what science has to offer to believe in their take on how we all came to be here and what a monumental beating of the odds it was that we exist. And I mean, to me, when it's over, it's over. And it does get, at least for me, and hopefully it will for you guys too, as I've gotten older, that makes it easier. Because you see the natural progression of life. And now I've seen my kids grow up, and they're doing the things they need to do, and I feel confident that they will be able to enjoy their lives to the fullest the way I was. And there's a lot of satisfaction in those things. So, I'm not looking to go get hit by the fucking train, although that might be how I go out someday. But when it happens, it happens now. It's not scary. There are girls selling naked pictures on OnlyFans, but words are too much. Yeah, good point, Niall. That's a good point. At OnlyFans, you can go in there and buy all the titty pics you want, but don't say toilet paper. That's good. Wolverine says, as long as it's satisfactory, I don't mind dying. I want an honorable end. I'd like to go out with a blaze of glory somehow. I just don't want to. I don't want to die peacefully in my sleep. I want to do something that'll be on the news. Chrome says social media companies have way too much control. I agree with that too. It needs to be decided soon. Are they publishers or platforms? They can't live in a gray area. Yes, 100%. I've said that same thing all along, Chrome. Get a designation and then abide within the rules and guidelines of that designation. Yes, completely agree with that. They're getting away with way too fucking much. Yep, could not agree with that more. Lick says, this is why we drink. All right, guys. Well, I got to go. Listen, thank you so much for the stream. And most of all, thank you to the mods. And I mean that sincerely. You guys, most all you guys have been doing this for a long time for us here. And I appreciate it a lot. We all know the hell that you all went through in the Naruto days. And were able to protect me from all those spoilers. And this got me thinking about it. Seeing something like I did in Bleach in the episode I posted today with with finding out who Pussycat really is. And I don't know if that had ever been attempted to be spoiled. But all I know is I don't have to worry about it because I got you guys, and I do. I really appreciate you all, and I don't think I say it enough, but I do appreciate all you do for me. So, and to all you guys, thank you for the stream. As always, you know what tomorrow is. Free for All Friday. It's gonna be fucked up. You know how I know? Because Free for All Friday is always fucked up. If it weren't for Susan not allowing me to do it, it would be fucked up Free for All Friday in the in the title. But yeah, again, words hurt. But thank you guys. See you tomorrow for Free for All Friday. In the meantime, this is special sticky stuff. I apologize to the rest of you. This is mod only sticky stuff. This is strictly for the mods. I'm sorry, guys. It won't stick to the rest of you just for today. Let me tell you, all the special DNA things I had to do to create sticky stuff that was only going to stick to the mods. Mods, don't be put off by this, but I did have to look at pictures of you while I created it to make sure it would only stick to you. Here you go. Sticky stuff, pampu for everybody. All the mods, even the mods that aren't here, it's finding them right now. It's magical sticky stuff. They're like, God damn, what the fuck is? Oh, he's streaming sticky stuff for all the mods today. Thank you guys so much for all you do for me. Well, bang, okay. Flashly like Buggy, and as always, most importantly, forever and today, particularly for all the mods. Goosh, 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 goosh. That was an extra hard one. I pooped.